Hi, this is Trey with ENS Equipment, and welcome to our website. We're an authorized Toro Dingo dealer, and we ship Toro Dingo parts all over the United States. Please call me at 703-919-5291 and place your Toro Dingo parts and have it shipped quickly to you anywhere in the United States. Today, we're going to go over some of the most common Toro Dingo parts that we sell, starting with the tune-up kit. Every tune-up kit comes with air filters. This air filter is for 420s, 425s. This canister air filter is for 525s, 1000s, 427s, and it also comes with a safety air filter that's not shown here. Fuel filters. This one is your standard Kohler gasoline fuel filter. The Kubota diesels use a fuel filter that looks a little bit different. And actually in a lot of the Kubota diesels they use two different fuel filters, one inline and one canister. This is your oil filter. This one's for Kohler engines. Of course, the Kubota engines look a little bit different. Hydraulic filters. Toro's been using this hydraulic filter for a long time now, so this is the most standard hydraulic filter that goes on the Dingos today. And for the gasoline engines, it also comes with spark plugs. So let's go on to the most common parts for Toro Dingo wheeled units, starting with Toro Dingo rim and tire. This particular unit comes with the tire on the rim, already inflated, ready to go on your machine. It fits about 98% of the models out there, well, the Toro Dingo wheeled unit models. Some of the early 1998 models used a different hub. They look very similar, but if you call with your model number and serial number, we can tell you if this one fits or if we have to get you the other kinds. Staying with wheeled units. So here's a hub. Of course, your tire goes here. We'll see that the hub will get bore out over time, or the Woodruff key fails and it gets all ate up, and this needs to be replaced. This particular unit comes with brand new studs. We also do sell the hydraulic motor for the wheeled units. Toro recommends that if you ever remove or replace your hydraulic motor, you always replace it with a brand new hub. And they say that over time that this hub can not become perfectly round, and when you put it on the new shaft of your hydraulic motor, it could fail, and then you're back to square one, either replacing your brand new shaft in your hydraulic motor or replacing your hydraulic motor. So do keep that in mind. We go to the hydraulic pump. This is your dual pump in the front of your wheeled units. They're pretty solid. We notice that over time that it maybe start to leak here in the front in the shaft area, or get a hairline crack somewhere in the body and start spewing fluid. We do sell seal kits for this if you want to try to reseal it. We do not have very good results with resealing it. We think that over time the sun just hits the metal and just warps the metal to where it doesn't seat properly anymore. But we do sell the seal kits if you want to go that route. Now we'll go to the track units. So a lot of mufflers for the track units. This is your standard 420, 425 muffler. This fits like 99% of the 420s and 425s out there. Most of the time it'll fail right here at the flex and it'll break. Or if you're lucky enough that the flex lasts a long time, it'll just blow out this end right here. And running your Toro Dingo without the muffler is pretty loud and probably scares your customers. So we do have these in stock, ready to ship. Continue with the track units. You know, we keep V-belts in stock. This one's for a 420. We also got the 525s or any other kind of belts that you need. Pivot pins. This was hold your quick attach plate in the front together. This is for track and wheeled units. Pivot pins over time just get destroyed and get warped down to basically nothing. Or a lot of times they'll just get clogged and the grease fitting won't allow grease to get into where it's supposed to get. So we do have those in stock. This is your pulley idler. This is the idler that puts tension on your V-belt on the back of a lot of diesel and gas track machines. Usually some of the bearings will fail, and so we have these in stock to ship. Your cables. This one is a choke cable. We also have the throttle cable. Lots of different setups for these, but call with your model number, serial number, and we get you the right one. Moving on to the track system. So here's your Tensioner arm, this one is for a wide track. You notice that sometimes they'll crack up in here, or where the studs come out, it'll work its way loose and your track will move back and forth. It's not supposed to, so we do keep these in stock if you need it. Tensioner springs. We suggest that anytime you change your track, you pull this tensioner string out of tensioner spring out of the arm and make sure it's not broken. If it's broken, please replace it. These are bogey wheels, your road wheels. Sometimes the bearings fail in them, and you have the option of just buying a brand new road wheel with the bearing already installed. And you also get the brand new cap and snap ring and gasket. Or if you want to use your old road wheel, we do sell the bearings, so you can just pop your old bearings out and put the new bearings in if you have a press or however you want to go. Ignition switches, anything electrical just can go bad. These are, keep these in stock because when they go bad, it just, everything stops at once and people are frantic to get their machine back up. So there's about 3 or 4 different kinds of ignition switches for the Dingos. I think we keep each one in stock, so give us a call. Model number, serial number will help us get you the right one. Bulkhead couplers, this one's for the Dingo side. We also have the ones for the attachment side. A lot of times they'll freeze over time and then you can't use it, or they'll just be leaking all over the place and your customers get upset because there's hydraulic fluid all over their asphalt and driveway. So we have these in stock as well. Your front tensioner wheel, okay, this is what tensions your track. This one is for a narrow track. We also have wide tracks in stock. You can get the whole setup, which is the wheel with the 2 bearings already inside and the spacer already inside. Or if you can salvage just the wheel, we do sell just the 2 bearings that go on the inside and the spacer. Keep in mind that if your bearing fails and eats up the inside of your wheel, the new bearing that you install won't sit correctly and will probably fail sooner than later. So you're going to have to make that judgment call, but we have both the parts either way you want to go. Hydraulic cylinders. This is a tilt cylinder. This makes your bucket go back and forth, or your attachment. We also have lift cylinders in stock. We do sell the seal kits for these if you think you can get away with just sealing them. Keep in mind that here on the ram, on the silver part, if it's bent, you probably want to replace it with a brand new cylinder. Or if you have massive gouges in the metal, even if you reseal it, the gouges will just eat up your seals and it'll be leaking again, so you're going to have to make that. So we have the seal kits and the new cylinders, whichever way you want to go. Tracks, of course. Here you go, new Toro tracks. This one is a narrow track, 5.9 inches wide, fits all the narrow tracks except for the TX1000, but we have those tracks in stock too. Should be able to get anywhere from 350 to 450 hours out of your Toro track, depending on use. If possible, try to use your machine on grass or anything soft. Try not to use it on asphalt or concrete exclusively, because asphalt and concrete will tear up these tracks pretty good, and they will more than likely fail within the 350 hours. It's just how it is. And then next, hydraulic motor. So this is a hydraulic motor right here, complete with a new axle. We sell them new. We also sell the seal kits for it if you want to go that way. We sell the shaft, so we can get you a shaft and a seal kit and a Woodruff key. Keep in mind that if that nose bearing, if the bearing right inside here, okay, which you can't see, you have to open up to see it. If that has failed, you're going to have to source that bearing locally, and that needs to be replaced, because if you put a new seal kit in it with a bad bearing in it, it's just gonna, the seal kit's just going to fail again, and it's going to do you no good because it's going to be leaking all over the place. Look, we can get you any parts that you need for your Toro Dingo. These are just some of the more common parts that we sell. Give me a call, 703-919-5291, and place your order. Again, thank you for your time, and thank you for your business.